Hello everyone, welcome to Porter's Paints. My name's Carl and I'd like to welcome you to the How-To series, where today I'm going to be showing you how to use liquid zinc and aging solution. I'm going to be painting this pot that I got from the hardware shop. I'll be putting on some zinc paint, putting on some aging solution, and it's going to look like this fabulous aged piece of furniture that's come from 1,000 years ago. Okay, so the first thing I've done with this particular pot is I put on some undercoat, which is lime-proof undercoat sealer, and I've popped a little bit of black tint in there, and I've painted the whole pot with one coat, and the black tint just grays it off a little bit and helps improve the coverage of the paint that I'm going to be putting over the top of it. If this pot was made from plastic or metal or some other sort of substance, I'd be using different undercoats. Just talk to whoever you buy the paint from about what undercoat is best suited for what product you're putting it onto. It can get a little bit tricky, but in this case it's really simple. It's just lime-proof undercoat sealer, one coat, and then I'm just going to put the zinc over the top of it. So the undercoat gets brushed on, one coat, I let it dry completely, and then I'm going to mix these two products together, which is a liquid zinc base, which is a water-based paint. I'll crack that lid open. And then I'm going to put this zinc powder into the base, mix the two of them together, I'm going to have paint. The thing you have to be wary of with this particular product is please put a mask on, because it's a very fine powder. I hope you can hear me through the mask, and you don't really want to breathe this in. Okay, so mix the base and the powder together, just gently pour it in. So that we're making a paint solution. It's 1-to-1, really easy to mix together. Once it's mixed together, it's a water-based product, washes up in water, brushes on, very simple to use. I'm just going to mix the two of them together, and I'll have my paint. You can take my mask off now, and it's a really simple product to use. We're just going to stick our brush in there, and I'm going to crisscross on a single coat, working it into the surface of my zinc paint. Okay, really easy to use. Just make sure it covers nicely. You don't want too many drips or drops falling down the surface. Work it into the surface, crisscrossing it on. And I'm going to do it over the whole pot. I'm going to let it dry completely. I'm going to make sure it's covered really well. If it hasn't, if I can still see brush marks, I'm going to put a second coat over the whole thing. I'll leave it overnight for 24 hours, and I'm going to come back the next day and put some acid solution over the top. Okay, so I've waited overnight for my first coat of liquid zinc to dry. It's ready to go, and I'm going to put on my second one now and just fill in these brush marks that are here. I'll give it a solid coating of zinc. I'm going to let it dry for 24 hours. I'm going to come back tomorrow and brush on one coat of the liquid zinc aging solution. It's going to react with the base, it's going to age, it's going to look fantastic. Just give your zinc a quick mix, because it does settle. Brush on your second coat. Just fill in those gaps that you missed on the first coat. Really simple, really easy. And I will see you again in about 24 hours. Okay, I've put 2 coats of the liquid zinc onto my big pot here. I've left it for 24 hours. Very important you do that. And I've come back today because I want to put on the aging solution. Okay, so what I'm going to do, make sure I've got my goggles on, make sure I've got my gloves on, give it a bit of a shake, pour in your aging solution. It's a bit of a gel, so it sticks quite well. Okay, and I'm going to brush it on, crisscross, work it across the whole area. I just need one coat. It'll react, it'll oxidize. Fantastic. It's really simple to put on. Just a thin coat is all you need. It will pretty much start reacting straight away, but give it some time to give it the look you're after. A couple of hours, and it's going to look absolutely fantastic. Just work. How easy was that, everyone? I went down to the hardware shop, I got myself a cheap terracotta pot, I painted it with our undercoat, I put on 2 coats of the liquid zinc, I waited 24 hours, and then I've just brushed on one coat of the zinc aging solution. The aging solution has reacted with the base, it's oxidized, it's aged, it looks absolutely fantastic. I hope you find it just as easy and just as much fun. I'll see you next time.